Enigma 6 from Pool A. Reciprocity from Pool A. Team Envy and Heretics from Pool B. Pool C was Midnight and 100T. Pool D was UIU and EG. And then from winners, you had Accelerate and Team Space. From losers, you had Red and Overtime. So in total, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 NA. 2 from the UK. 1 Spanish team. And obviously, and you have an Australian here. And some Frenchies. So you have 12 NA and 4 Europeans, with Dens being the sole representative of Australia now, with Mindfreak not being in. I think this is the first time Mindfreak's not in, since usually it's regions have set spots in the Pro League, but it was different this year. So those are the teams that qualified through the PLQ. These are the coaches. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. They put their coaches: Sender Bells, Revan Shane, Noel, Vandy, and Pemby. So going on to the divisions that were announced. Division A consists of OpTic Gaming, so first place at Vegas, Luminosity fourth place at Vegas, and then obviously now you have Midnight, EG, UIU, Reciprocity, Team Space, and Red. So you have... That's a tough group. When it comes to like just the potential in that group is actually crazy. Like OpTic and LG, you obviously expect the 2 heavy hitters, right? Midnight, if they continue, they're nasty. They could drop off, right? They could drop off. EG, good, solid team, usually solid. So they can make some noise. UIU's kind of like on the Midnight, like they could drop off, they could get better with all the practice, so they're still tough matches. But then these 3 here are really good, especially Team Space and Red Reserve. You've seen what Team Space can do. Everyone knows what Red Reserve can do. It's just whether they're gonna get there or not. That's a good point too. Someone pointed out Revan. Having a coach with like Revan for EG. And the preparation he's going to make these guys go through before every single match is going to be good for them. Right? Like, that's going to be good for them. Like, they're going to go into every match prepared. There's never going to be a time where they fuck up a veto or mess up something like that, right? Like, every single time they're going to get the maps they want. Make sure they don't play to team strength, because he does his research. Make sure he doesn't, like, he tries to target team's weaknesses. That's just that. The same with same with all these teams with coaches, right? So this is a pretty stacked pool based on this week's performance, right? Midnight showed off big, 6-0. EG 5-1, UIU 5-1. Reciprocity, they showed they can compete, but they did lose to like some teams they didn't expect to lose. But if they just always play at like high potential, tough team. Team Space, same thing. Red Reserve, same thing, right? On our side, you have us and Eunited, 2nd and 3rd, obviously, at Vegas, so we know what they can do. Envy starting to show their true potential. E6 played well. They started to show their potential. If 100T starts playing to their potential, that's another good team. Heretics, we already know about them. Straight vamos in the motherfucking chat. So who knows how good they get with like practice and stuff. Yeah, we have a coach. We have Marky B. Accelerate, again, fastball in them. If they, with the practice they can get, they can start improving. And then overtime, same thing. So I guess if you look at it historically, we're going to look at this historically, right? So this is not to disrespect the current players. Midnight and UIU, this is like if you scratch off this week. Scratch off what happened this week. If you look at this, you're thinking, all right, Midnight and UIU will be bottom 2, right? Is that a fair statement, right? You would say Midnight and UIU probably bottom 2. You'd have like OpTic, LG at the top with like Red Reserve and Team Space and Rec, EG making noise, and then again, we won't say historically, but new players, they might be bottom 2. And then you look at Division B's bottom 2, you would think accelerate and overtime. So the reason people are saying Division A is stacked, because if you look at it that way, our Division B bottom 2 with, because overtime's like a wild card, right? Like, yeah, they made it, but they can end up being not that great in a league, playing against top teams every single time. So you can see they're weak, and then accelerate, they can not be as good as they were this weekend. So that's why I think people are looking at Division A more stacked at Division B, because people are seeing accelerate and overtime in our group. That's why I think people think Division A is way more stacked than Division B, is because of overtime. I think people just see overtime and they're like, if UIU beat overtime, you expect UIU to beat them. Midnight beat overtime, so you're thinking, all right, the worst team, the way they're seeing it, people are seeing it, is the worst team in the league is overtime. So off that, they're saying Division A is more stacked, which is fair, but I think that both are pretty balanced. If everyone at Division A is playing to their highest potential, it probably is definitely more stacked. If you have if you're OpTic, right, you're the best team in the game, and you go against LG, tough match. If you play Midnight at their toughest, tough match. EG, tough match. UIU, tough match. With Division A, like, it just looks like you're not gonna have an easy match. Division B, like I said, if you play overtime, you can kind of think that might be an easy match. So again, that's, I think, how they see it with overtime, but you never know. Like, you never know. When you start getting league practice, teams like Accelerate and Overtime can just get better and better and better. Same with Heretic, same with E6, right? E6 has been General has been a good pro player, and like had a good pro team, so you can never sleep on them. So again, I think both are pretty balanced. I think this year, with how the PLQ went and stuff, I don't think there's a day you wake up and you're just like, we have easy matches today. Like, every day's gonna be a fight, unless teams just really decline. But imagine seeing like FaZe or G2s in this pool. Like, then you'll really think they're stacked. Or like Team Sween or stuff, or Mindfree. Like, then you would really think these shits are stacked. But predictions, I mean, that's hard. I mean, Division A, I'd probably go like OpTic, LG, Red Reserve, Team Space, Rec, EG, Midnight, UIU. That's assuming Red reach their form, Space reach their form, and EG stay as solid as I know. But Midnight's a dark horse, because although they performed really good this weekend, they're still a dark horse when it comes to having to play OpTic, having to play LG, and like having to play Red and Team Space. I know they beat Team Space, don't get me wrong, but obviously Team Space is now, they played better obviously after losing to Midnight, but I still think Midnight's a dark horse, because I think they're the one that can do the most damage out of them and UIU and EG, like actual damage. EG actually can do damage, but on this side, I think the dark horse will probably be Heretics, even though they had a lot of love. I still think Heretics, again, when they start playing teams like us, Eunited, and Envy, I mean, Envy already beat them, so Envy kind of has a feel for them, but they're going to be a dark horse. I'm excited to play. I wish we flew out next week. No bullshit. After watching so much COD, like, I literally watched every single match of the PLQ. I was just on Alpha Bravo, just literally just watching and watching and watching, and I just cannot wait to play. But again, these are the divisions. Division A starts February 4th. February 4th, you'll see these 8 teams back in Columbus, and you get to see more some more COD. So that's like what, like 2.5 weeks away, 2 weeks away, just about. So yeah. Now after that long like month break in between Vegas and so it was a long break obviously between Vegas and this PLQ, but the league starts in 2 weeks, and then you're gonna have an unlimited amount of COD to watch. I feel like. Then this is when the year is gonna kick off. Literally, this is when it's just gonna kick off. You're gonna have hopefully. I don't know if it's open to public. I do not know if it's open to public, but hopefully now it's just gonna be straight LAN season. Hopefully we're just always there. No idea who picks up Stacey. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna pick who up. Like, it's impossible to guess. Impossible. But I don't know when Division B starts. I couldn't tell you. I don't know that information. I assume we're gonna start getting emails soon about all the information regarding the league. But as of right now, like I said earlier, I don't know when I go to the league. I don't know how long I'm at the league for. I don't know anything. I have a Broncos wide receiver in the chat. Really? I had no idea. Like a current Broncos wide receiver chat or retired Broncos OG? Do you think a best play is when you outpredict your opponent or when you play your safest bet? Your best play is when you outpredict your opponent. Emmanuel Sanders. Hey, what the hell? I did not see him. Where are you at though? Tom Brady the GOAT. You versus Clay at the league again? Yeah, I'm gonna be roasting him. It was good. That's crazy. Yo, you know what's actually crazy? Roger Saffold is made it to the Super Bowl, bro. My former owner of Rise Nation made it to the motherfucking Super Bowl. That's actually nuts, man. I'm so happy for him. It's crazy. I need to go support him. I live in Atlanta. Super Bowl's in Atlanta. I need to buy tickets and go watch my boy, my former boss, big man boss, Roger Saffold. Rams all day. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Happy for him. Hard worker, hard worker.